Welcome to Tea Time with Kitty. It is now 5:11. Hi, Nah. How are you today? And we are about to get started. I was trying to see what my camera think is doing, but I think it's back now. And today we'll be talking about surviving. Hey, Shamika, we will be talking about techniques to survive during the inflation. So we're going to talk about some good tools that we can use now as well as in our life to help plan for better finances. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to give everyone about a minute more to get logged on. I see that a storm was coming, so I know people are trying to get in and get started. I do know in DC, I think that their mayor election wrapped up on yesterday. So to my understanding, I think Bowser has won again for now. I think they just pretty much do like a Democrat one because DC is more heavier Democrat than Republican. So once you win that primary election, it pretty much entails who the winner is. Um, let's see what else. I have, whenever I see these harsh videos about these children fighting and cutting up, the first thing that comes to mind is where are these parents? So we're going to be doing another segment on that with summertime coming to try to discuss some things around that. And it was one other thing I wanted to share. Let me see if I put it in my notes. It was one other thing, information that I wanted to share. Was there any other? Hey, Yanni, was there any other information that anyone wanted to share? Because I know I like, hey, niece, and congratulations to Nisi Poo as well. Hey, sis. It was something else, but I'll come back to that. It was definitely something else. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you all to be mindful of. Please continue to be mindful of your surroundings when going to gas stations and things of that nature. Be very hey cousin, hey fam, thanks for joining. Be mindful of your surroundings because at this point in time with everything that's going on, people are truly trying to attack others to make a way to survive throughout their daily life. So let's see, we celebrated Yari's birthday. We had several graduations. Moo graduated yesterday from Banneker. And Yari celebrated her first birthday she celebrated on the 14th, but she had a party on Saturday, so that was great to celebrate her. And it was one of the things before I jump into the topic. Hi Chucky, how are you? It was one other thing before I jump into the topic. I forgot what it was. I'm gonna have to come back to it. So today we're talking about things, ways to survive during this inflation. I went to the gas station today at lunchtime and I see that gas in our area is up to, I think I just paid $6.19 for a gallon of gas. I will hope no one seen gas prices higher than that. If you have, please put in the chat the highest price that you've seen for gas. Have you seen anything higher than the $6.19 I paid today at lunchtime? I know when we were in California back in February, they were already at $6 and something. I'm not sure where they would be at now because again, this was back in February, about 4 months ago, and they were already at $6 and something for gasoline. So if you all exactly, if you all know a gas station that's cheaper, I normally use Costco, but I actually was on my lunch break and getting some lunch, so I got gas at the Exxon, I believe, by the Clinton Costco. I think that's Exxon, so that you pull in next to the Wendy's, and that was $6.19, which was extremely high to me. So we thought about talking about it today and thinking of some ways that we can save money with this inflation. And you all may have some tips. I know that when I was working in the service center, when I was a social service representative, I know that one of my colleagues shared with me at the time, she was an SSA, and she shared with me that she paid her bills every 2 weeks, right? And although I never really fully adapted that thing, I did try it, and it was very helpful, right? So I know that sometimes it's better to give a little bit at a time, especially with this person, 'cause I know she was a mom of three and she was single. So that was one suggestion that she shared, that I thought was really helpful. Even if you can't pay it off, hey, let's put a little $50 here, $50 there. So I wanted to share that if anyone pay their bills that way, or looking for another way just to try to see to free up, ways of doing things. Some of us are so disciplined, or some of us are blessed financially where we can all do it at one time. But for others, depending on someone's circumstances, it may be a little challenging. So that may be a tool that you could take with you and really work for you. I had another co-worker, and she was on a budget. I mean, like on a strict budget. She showed me how to budget. I would say this is probably about 10 years ago. She showed me how to budget. And this person is really disciplined with only spending what they have. I now do really good with budgeting and saving. That has not always been my story, but right now I do really well at trying to meet goals. But what I will also say is that it takes a lot of discipline. So don't be too hard on yourself if you don't feel like you're saving enough, or and definitely don't compare your situation to anyone else's, because there's different situations for why things panned out the way that it pans out, on why we do things the way that we do it. So at this time, I want to hear from you all. Do anyone have any techniques that has helped them get by with this inflation, right? I did read that Biden, who I have not, I definitely voted for him, but not feeling too happy about that right now. But just you had sometimes go with the lesser of the two evils. But I definitely want to say that I did read an article where he said that he's going to hold gas taxes back. I think it was either 3 weeks or 3 months. Because I know that they're slated to increase on July the 1st. So if you all could tell me how you're doing trips, have you changed up the way that you'll be doing trips because of the inflation, or does anyone have any way that they're doing anything different? Because we're definitely in an inflation. We definitely need to be trying to sit down a little bit more, not get out as much, not spend money as much. Hey, sister, but we definitely still want to enjoy the holidays, the summertime. This is our travel season. So right now I'm opening it up to any of you all. Do anyone have any suggestions on how to survive during inflation? Anyone with any suggestions right now before we continue along? I want to make sure I'm not missing an opportunity to hear from you all some good information and good advice. Anyone? Everything is planned out before I leave home to limit trips. Okay, so what you're saying basically, sister, is you already know where you're going before you go, and how you're going to get in and get out. Yes, I had to change my birthday plans because, to my understanding, Trail, they said that flights have truly went up. They're saying that flights have truly went up, and a lot of flights have been canceled as well. So another thing with traveling, make sure you have some, if you don't do the insurance, and I heard the insurance is not as good as they encourage you to get it, because I've heard people still being stranded with that, having to use their own money. But what I definitely would say is you definitely want to have some extra money with you, some cushion around that, because you don't want to be out of town somewhere and your flight is canceled. And then you have to stay a few more days until you get it figured out, and you have to pay for a hotel room. So make sure we be mindful of that when traveling. So are you all, for your traveling season, are you all going by plane? Are you going by, are you driving in a vehicle? Because the price of gas is almost cheaper now if you are a plane rider to ride the plane. I know my son posted something about going on a train trip, and it was like letting one of the ones that comes with a bed, and you're able to stay and do around country. Hey, Donald, I don't let my gas tank get below half tank. I like that, cousin. I definitely like that, because like today I was driving the Audi, which is a fairly small car. Yanni car, I was driving that today. And I put $40 in it. It hadn't got on E yet. The light or anything had not come on yet, but it was low, right? So I was like, let me go put some gas in this car. And I put $40 in it, and it barely touched half, right? So I definitely think that's a great tool, to not let your gas tank get below a half tank. So that means it's not as much to fill it back up. Thank you so much for that. I remember when me and Najee and Shamika went to the harbor, these people were selling candy and chips. So we asked her how much it was, and a ring pot, she said $2. Najee walked away. So Naya, that's excellent. So you're basically saying that she was trying to sell you a ring pot, and I know I get y'all those ring pots from the dollar store, and they're normally four in a pack. So if she was selling that ring pot for $2, she was making $8. That'd have been like a $7 profit. So I'm glad that you all walked away, because that was extremely expensive. Hey Donald, I wish public transportation was safe in this area because I would love to take advantage. Yes, and that's the other thing. Like, we don't even really have options because like people feel like cars are luxury, but they're almost a necessity in this area because who really wants to be getting all work at 11 o'clock? And I know some people have to, but who truly wants to be getting all work at 11 o'clock and have to get on the X bus or the B bus or the 90 bus, like, or the A bus? Those are some things to think about, right? Anyone else that have anything that they're doing? So I just got back Yari's birthday. Pookie and him and Pookie and Virginia is doing Yari and Nala's birthday. So of course, I'm going to do something small for her as well. But I don't plan on doing anything for my August birthdays. We're going to all get together and celebrate them all at one time instead of breaking it up. So that's one of the things I'm doing. I'm actually doing something similar to that this weekend, and I'll be doing it in August as well. Um, and I am for all those persons dear to me. And instead of celebrating their birthday with this person this week, I'm doing all. So this weekend I'm doing five, and then in August I'll be doing five. We're gonna do it all at one time. So instead of me going to dinner with each person, and that would have been 10 different meals, it'll just be six, right? So that cuts the cost a lot. Flood, I definitely like a staycation. My anniversary is coming up with my significant other, and the plans for that is a nice picnic with food and fruits and vegetables from home. So looking forward to doing that. I think that's definitely cost effective as opposed to going out. If anyone is interested in doing a picnic with their child or with their spouse, let me know, because I have like the picnic blanket. I have a few picnic baskets. You can get a few bottles of water, some chips, cut up a few pieces of fruit, make some nice sandwiches, and that is a very inexpensive gift. I definitely like staycation. I've never done before, never done one before, but I like that. So tell me a little bit more about that. So would that be like decorating your home, like like maybe put like some extra lights out, or sleeping maybe on a air mattress in the living room or the family room or the basement as opposed to the bedroom? That is I definitely like the staycation. So you're gonna have to give me more about that, because that's something I would definitely like to do. I have been getting very cost effective and long. Okay, I have been getting very cost effective and long lasting hairstyles. So that's definitely great, right? Because our hair can tend to cost a lot of money. So trying to get hairstyles that will last so you won't have to go back as well, going back as often. I cut back on getting my lashes done and extravagant nails. I just get basic. Speaking of just getting basic, right? Now I don't know. I know I got some people on here my age or older, right? And even some of you all younger. Now, when I started first getting my nails done, I used to get them back in the 90s, right? Because I was tomboyish prior to that. I don't even know if people was getting theirs done as regular. But what made me start getting mine done in the maybe late 80s, early 90s was people, the nail shops would design your nails with like go Mickey on a Mickey Mouse, or you can get a Pepsi Cola. You can get all those types of things on your nails, right? So that's what really drew my attention to getting your nails done. And if I'm exaggerating, anyone that's close to my age, please chime in. But I used to be able to get a package for $35, right? What's ghetto? Sure. I used to be able to get a package for $35. And I am very basic. I tend to never want to gel on my toes. So every now and then I may get them on my nails more now than then, right? But it can easily cost $100 to go and get your nails and toes done. So right now, while we're talking about that and cost effectiveness, do anyone know somewhere that's really reasonable for basic nails and toes, right? Because you used to be able to get a spa package, you used to be able to get a manicure and a pedicure together, right? And that would be, like just recently, a couple of years ago, you can get both of those done for 50. I have not been able to get my nails and toes done for $50 in these past 3 years. So if anyone knows somewhere, where I can get nails and toes done for $50, please let me know. And the one thing I hate is when people try to take advantage of people's money. That's why when Shamika go in the store, I like to go with her. They definitely will take advantage. Let's see. I remember the package manicure with design, pedicure, and eyebrows from no more than $45. And Dayan is young, so she was born in 90, so she can remember this. I know I'm not crazy. So if anyone frequent places to get their nails and toes done and you remember you see a price around $50, even 60, please let me know, right? um okay, so your birthday last year was 100. You can't show your feet. Okay, okay. Haircut. So Pookie, speaking of haircuts, you're still able to find a haircut for $20? Because I didn't know you could still get a haircut for 20. Because before I started paying for Samontes and Donald's, I was paying 25. So maybe Donald can let us know, and Chucky can let us know. Thank you, niece. Maybe Chucky and Donald can let us know what they paid for a haircut. Because if you're still paying $20, you've been paying that since leaving suit. Oh, okay, okay. Haircuts was okay. It's not 20. Okay, okay, okay. It's not 20, it's 40 to $50. Okay, now I'm with you. Because I was about to say haircut. Okay, that's just so everything. So there's this hairstyle that goes out, right? And it's very popular, right? And it's a ponytail. And I'm gonna tell you, I used to be a ponytail girl coming up, right? But people are charging 60, 75. I think I seen even somebody charging $90 for a ponytail. Now, granted, these people, and I know everybody's situation is different, but these particular ponytails, you have to come with the perm or your hair straight already, right? So, what would be the reason why a ponytail would be so much money? Is it because they're in style, or people are monopolizing other things? What exactly could it be? Everything is all higher now with the inflation. That's why I don't go to any new barbers, because the prices are high. That's why I stay with the same few. When I go to my barber, it be $20 on the dot. Okay, excellent, Donald. Okay. Haircuts for manners are $20 and 25 now. I'd be flat. Right. So if you got two sons, like that's very, very, very expensive, right? Um, $25, I go to a guy's house. Why? So is that in the DMV, Chucky? Because $25 is good. Okay. Because the girls are willing to pay top dollar for a few social media pics, because social media is everything. And let's see, my sister say people are just getting over. They're definitely getting over. So do you all feel that Instagram or I don't know, social media, I don't know what else I use. I think TikTok or Facebook. Do you all think that makes prices increase on stuff? Like if you're popular on those type of websites, do you think that they are most effective? Let's see. They would rather pay a bunch of money for a hairstyle that lasts for a few days than to pay a reasonable price for less trending hairstyles that would last long. Very important, because like with me, I was Senegalese queen, right? So for $160, I even found somebody that was like 120. My Senegalese could last 6 weeks easy to 2 months. So Yanni be telling me how much I need to take them out, right? Instead of minding her business. But I could let mine stay in. And that's why she's not really into braids now, because she said when I used to put hers in, I left them in too long. But to me, those are cost-effective hairstyles. I feel like you're getting your money's worth, because I think hairdressers are just as expensive. Um, my maintenance on my hair is, I don't go as often, but it can be expensive, right? Because people feel like they are sought after, they can charge higher because it makes them more exclusive, right? Right. But you got to watch who you let do your hair, because I let people from Instagram do my hair, and I remember my mother paid $100, and 2 weeks late, yes, and I definitely remember that. We won't be doing that again. Like the guy who does rappers, we is it a guy? Okay, like the guy who does rappers girlfriend weaves. So many people save up to go to him so they can say they go to the same hairstylist as celebrity. And they just go that one time, probably act like they be in there all the time, right? Um, and my hair came, yeah, it sure did. Ricky pays $200 a month, and the barber comes here every week. Okay, so $200 a month. So you all give him like $50 a week, and then he takes it. So, cousin, does he take care of Ricardo and your two boys, and he come and do theirs weekly? Because that sounds like that's a good deal. Hey, sister. Hey there, darling. Um, Right. So anyone else, so it definitely sounds like that we are high maintenance on here. So it sounds like we can cut a few corners easily just with not being as high maintenance. I see that my sister Karen is on the line, so I just wanted to get a little insight from her on how was travel season. She's the most recent traveler for me, and just to see how travel season went. We were able to, the last place we went was New Orleans. We came back the end of May, and it was pretty much smooth sailing. It wasn't too bad. Hey, Kai, thanks for joining us. Um, and it was like it was pretty much smooth because I know we was at the airport. We heard a lot of people saying that theirs was canceled. No, just Ricky. Okay, okay. Yes, I still think that's because that's still like $50 a week, and they get it done every week. Wow. Okay, because they have that nice hair, so they probably will grow quick on the hairline. Everything went smooth. Oh, great, great. So the plane went smoothly and all that, no cancellations or anything like that. Sounds great. I mainly watched one show on Amazon Prime, and where am I going back to? Oh, okay. So from day on, I pause all my subscriptions for streaming services that I do not watch right now. So what do you all think of that? Because I received a text a couple of weeks ago that my Netflix was going to increase. So what do you think about that? Counseling subscriptions. I mainly watched one show on Amazon and realized I was still paying Hulu for the Hulu and the Stars package when I didn't even watch it for like 2 months. Wow. Cal shaves his own head. He said he's not paying no one $50. So they will charge him like $50 even for a book. Oh, no, I have to ask Danny this. I don't even know what he pays, but I know he do a lot of grooming himself. Tell brother that's absolutely right. Do it yourself because it ain't like you got to do a head. I mean, a headline. What did you call it? Is that called a headline around the front of a man's head? The headline? Did they shape up? I think that's it. Yeah, that should be it. Okay. So Sanaya says she watched everything on YouTube and it's free. Great. For my daughter prom, the lady wanted 180 for a pinup and read to 180 knees. I did her hair myself because no way I was spending that much on a hairstyle. I could do 180 for a child's pinup. 180. I mean, come on now. Now I get it that people feel like it's inflation, but don't come on now. You ain't got to be robbing your own people. I did that too. I've had Hulu and Netflix. Great job, Radiance. Yeah, the same here. My subscriptions I had went up too as well. So the ones I don't watch, I don't pay for anymore. We definitely need to cancel. We definitely needs to cancel. My man doesn't have any of those types of things, but the basic setup, and we watch TV very well. He's telling me how much I need to change it at my house. We haven't gotten there yet, but it definitely helps. I can't yet. Trail says she canceled Netflix and about to cancel Amazon Prime because it's like a drug. So do that would have been a drug and then you watching a lot? Radia's laughing at Trail. Okay, 180 and she had to come wash already. Niece, Yanni said everybody she's been reaching out to about hairstyles lately require that you come washed and either washed and blow. So I gotta wash. Come on now. You know what, y'all? We gotta stop letting people try to take advantage of us just to be nice. Like even with tipping, because I've been trying to do better with tipping because you all told me that, right? But I really have issues with type because I'm not like a dedicated nail place. So meaning that wherever I'm at and however time's allowed, I'll go and get my manicure pedicure. So I'm not one of those dedicated ones to a particular place. So you got some people only let a certain person do it, like with their hair. I'm not that way with my nails and toes, right? So I need to know that my stuff is gonna last because you gave me a service. I paid you. And then when I get home, I like to stare at my nails, right? Because, working the front desk, thank God I don't have to do it anymore. But working the front desk, you look at your nails a lot. You got a mask on. My nails is the one thing that, gets to stand out. But I'll start normally noticing little bubbles in my gel and things of that nature. And I don't like that. And I've already tipped you, right? So that's why I got to really tread lightly when it comes to that. I tell you, cancel cable all the time. Nobody needs cable in 2022. Okay, so I'm going to be canceled. I think my contract up because I had renewed it in November. So just stay on me to do it in November. Sometimes it's hard to support your own because their prices be crazy, like they on Rodeo Drive or something. Right, like they're on Rodeo Drive. I'm about to say Rodeo, so I see when you put the drive in it. Like they're on Rodeo Drive. Like, come on now. I remember when we was just in LA just a couple of months ago and went on road. I ain't buy one thing. I said I'm going him buy one little thing. I'm on Rodeo Drive and give me a little. I looked at that stuff. That stuff on Rodeo Drive is way higher than Neiman Market, Saks, all that. So, no, don't have to worry about that. I can't stop ordering stuff off Amazon because of the free shipping and I love Amazon, right? I definitely love Amazon. But what I normally do is I'll find things like for y'all party, I had ordered the persons who was going to serve the food aprons, but they didn't come in time. So what I need to do is take it back because I didn't use them. And what I'll tend to do is just hold on to stuff. So if I ain't using it, it needs to go right on back to Amazon with that nice, easy delivery, nice, easy returns as well, right? Anyone else? Anyone else budgeting? Are we budgeting? Like, very important. Are we budgeting during this inflation? Like, because we don't know what's to come of it tomorrow, right? I was in the bathtub having some relaxation time, and I just automatically had to thank God. Amazon is definitely addictive, and Walmart. I mean, and it's the online. Well, definitely. I try to go to Walmart today on my lunch break out Clinton to pick up some buckets, but they actually I told you I was getting the storage organized. But that department is closed. Like the whole Amazon, the whole Walmart in Clinton is not open. Only certain sections, right? Um, so that definitely makes a difference why I didn't get to spend a whole bunch of money in there today. But aside from budgeting, please, please, please make sure that you only spend what you need to spend right now. I never eat out at work. That's great. My lunch comes from home every day. What do you all think about that? Is anyone still eating out? I do eat out. I go in the office 1 to 2 days a week. And that is my time to eat out, but I don't eat out any other time because, of course, I'm home. When I'm actually home, I don't hardly eat at all. But if I eat something, of course, it's in the house. Let's see. Hairstylists be saying come with your hair wash and detangle and no product in it. Then be saying we need to put a $25 deposit down that doesn't go towards the hairstyle. So they're charging $25 deposits and they don't even, hey Yanni, and they don't even it doesn't go towards your hairstyle. And that's really horrible. Yeah, stay away from that particular person because it's one thing if the $25 is going towards your hairstyle, that's understandable, but definitely not $25 and you are not going to use it towards my hairstyle. Let's see, let's say I plan all meals ahead of time. Sister, you're gonna have to help me with that. um and I know that you have a nice size family like myself, and I used to think that was the reason that I couldn't do it because of a nice size family, but I'm really going to work on that. So when you say you plan your meals ahead of time, do you only go in the store and buy just what you need at that time? So instead of just going there, because I just go in the store and pick up stuff, I actually shop according to what's on sale. But are you saying that you will, like, basically get what you need only from the store and cook only, because you can waste a lot of money in buying stuff that you don't use, and Yanni does that a lot. And won't fix the stuff. So definitely plan your meals and fix what you say you're going to fix. Okay. I wish, Yanni, I eat my lunch for breakfast. So sister, you take your lunch to work and then you have it for breakfast. That's probably what I would do too. And then you have to buy lunch again. Yes, then we be talking about do okay, let me talk about don't bring nobody. Then it'd be a $10 deposit. So they saying you can't bring nobody. Okay, I guess because of COVID, probably the reason for that. I swear they be like, don't bring nobody. And if you getting a kid's hair done, and if you're just dropping the kid off to get their hair done, it's an extra $25 for dropping. Well, so Kyle, let them know where you live, because I know that we're a little shrink up here in the DMV, but that's a lot. We slow down on eating out because customer service is horrible. Customer service is horrible. Not just in restaurants, but just everywhere you go and everything you do. Everyone is mad. Why is everybody so mad? Oh my God. I just be amazed at how mad people are. And I know some people are going through stuff and life has its way of doing X, Y, and Z. But some of y'all life ain't did none of y'all mean by nature, right? So let's work on that. And you definitely don't want to be correcting nobody with your meal and then they go in the back and do something else to it. So we definitely don't want that, right? Um, okay, you're late getting ready to leave tomorrow, so I'm a little behind. Where are you going, Mimi? Because we were just talking about traveling. Where are you going? Get you a notebook and stick to what you write down. Don't go shopping hungry, and you will go over your budget. I like that. Don't go grocery shopping when you're hungry, because you'll pick up and buy everything. Flood said, get you a notebook and stick to what you write down. Because not only is it inflation right now, but it's very, 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 very important to make sure we stick to some sort of budget. Reckless spending will have you broke. And I'm talking to myself. Reckless spending will have you broke. And I had to thank God the other day, and I even posted it, that I thank God that I haven't felt the inflation, but I'm going to be wise and I'm going to be a good stewardess over the fact that I see it, because feeling it is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't, thank God, haven't had to not be able to have money to put in my gas tank, because somewhere along the way, some people are really having to decide, am I going to put $10 in this gas tank instead of 20 because I need this other 10 for bread? So we can't take those things for granted, right? So that's why I had to truly, truly, truly thank God for that, because like I said, I haven't felt it, but I see it. So now that I see it, and I never know who may need to call on me for support, I want to make sure that I'm a good steward over how I'm handling my money, right? Mimi says she's going to Key West tomorrow to celebrate their 10-year anniversary. Happy anniversary to Alicia and Derek on your 10-year anniversary. I hope everything goes smooth. Hopefully you're back by next Wednesday so that you can give us an update on how your traveling went. So prayers and safe traveling going up to you. And customer service doesn't matter, because everything is about $1. Who cares about the customer when they pay? Don't change. Definitely, Mimi. That's so key. People feel like you need their service, right? So I see that we've already went over with 2 minutes. If anyone else thinks of anything, you want to shoot me a text and let me know what your thought process is. Any way that you can help us be more aware and more conscious of how we're spending and how we're doing things, please shoot that out to us, because we want to get great with this thing. I always say African Americans are truly on a rise. We're more educated. We're making better decisions. We're more health conscious. We're doing all these great things. So somewhere, some people are jealous of us African American folks, because we're doing what we need to be doing. Spend wisely. I'm definitely big on enjoying life. I wouldn't dare tell nobody to hibernate and save it all, but I definitely want us to be mindful, because there's been so many twists and turns going on since 2020, I think it was, when we first shut down. So we never know what to expect. So please be mindful of that with your spending, the way that you do, how you handle and conduct business. And as always, thank you all so very much for sipping with a sister. And I look forward to seeing you all next week. Thank you.